First story in football that I want to address is Ron Rivera. I have mentioned before that Ron Rivera did have cancer. And he's been going through treatments and stuff. I believe he's in remission now. Like, he already beat it. But Ron Rivera, he talked about a specific diet that he had while he was on cancer. Chemo, I should say. And he said that, like, he could only eat, like, certain foods because he said he couldn't really taste anything, but he also, like, couldn't keep anything down. So he said that there was only, like, a hand-select few things that he was able to eat while he was going through his cancer treatments. And I kind of just wanted to give Ron Rivera a shout-out because his diet is, like, legendary. But he said, like, the only things that he was able to consume, like, during his fight with cancer were pancakes, Taco Bell tacos, root beer, and Mountain Dew. That's it.
Ugh, Mountain Dew, bro.
Mountain Dew is Mountain Dew is cancer, bro. I got Steven. Y'all know Steven. He lives here. Today's the day of recording is his birthday, which is cool. But shout out to him. Dude, he fucks with Mountain Dew like super hard, and I'm just like, dude, bro, like I fucking can't, man.
Can I tell you something?
He drinks Monster too.
Can I tell you something?
Just like, woof.
There's been a scientific study done that Mountain Dew decreases the push of your little guy.
I've heard about that.
Said it makes you smaller.
How old is that study, though?
Oh, this study was, bro, I used to drink Mountain Dew. Like cold blue, cold red. Like I was on all of them hoes. And then it was like a study that came out for real that says like what they have a particular type of ingredient in it that shrinks you up a little bit.
I thought that study came out to be false. I could be wrong. I
stopped drinking it, and I'm fine. So I don't know if it's false or not.
I just think it's too much sugar. Like I don't even think it's good.
This is what I would say.
I did try Baja Blast from Taco Bell, and like that was okay. But I was like,
I think that it's true. I think that these things come out and they're true. Like a lot of people get all these energy drinks and shit, and some of these energy drinks have bull sperm in it. People don't know that though. But if you turn the fucking can over and just read.
Well, I think kind of like Futurama, right? Like with Slurm, it comes from like that big slug.
You know what I'm saying?
I think if it tastes good, like who gives a shit? If I'm being honest.
So
like,
I don't give a shit either, right? But I'm saying like we can't say like that's bullshit. I drink it. Like no. I mean, if some things are true, they're true. If you like to drink, then just know that's what comes with it. Like if you like to swallow bull sperm, go for it. If we
don't judge.
If Mountain Dew shrinks your man and you drink it. Then
just know what's up.
Just know.
Just be educated.
Maybe that's why you ain't doing shit tonight. You drunk too many Mountain Dews. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is. That's just a little study I heard. I know that's a little bit outside of sports, but that's like sports
I like
science.
It though. Yeah, I like it.
That's like sports science. You know,
call us kinesiologists.
Sports science, motherfucker.
Sports science. What's up?
SS.
Definitely not experts.
Yeah, let's get it.
Jamal Adams set the new single season sack record for a defensive back in history, which is pretty cool, kind of a big deal. Jamal Adams has had a bit of a mixed bag in Seattle since he's gotten there, even a little bit of drama with Pete Carroll, but ultimately he has set the new single season record for sacks in a season. I believe he's at 7.5 now, 8. Which is a big deal. So congrats to him, which is pretty cool.
That is a pretty big deal.
I'm mad as fuck about the Chargers losing this week.
I'm okay with it.
Because the Chargers, they followed the script, bro. They did everything I was expecting them to. They had the ball.
Except?
With less than a minute left.
Except?
Well, let me finish.
I already know. That's what I'm saying.
They had the ball with less than a minute left. And Justin Herbert, potential rookie of the year, threw a pick.
Rookie of the year. We ain't going to say potential.
I think Claypool has a real shot.
Nope.
But
just like I also thought Sanders should have won rookie of the year, and you were like, no, bro. And I was like,
that was Josh Jacobs. We all knew that.
No, we didn't all know that. Because Sanders popped off.
It's just hard for me to think that the quarterback for a team that has 4 wins can win rookie of the year.
But he's only playing because like he was forced to play. He wasn't expected to play.
Oh yeah.
So you have to give him credit for that.
Ish, I guess.
I mean, bro, what?
I think Justin Jefferson has a good
Well, I gotta go with my boy from Oregon. You already know I'm an Oregon head, so I got to go with
I get it.
Also, I'm a Texas Tech head.
I get it.
Which is why I'm like, I don't know. I hate the Chiefs, but I mean, I gotta love him. My boy Mahomes was just killing it. He killed it with Texas Tech, though. So I mean, what are we talking about?
But anyways, they follow the script, as y'all know. I don't believe in the Chargers whatsoever. I think they have one of the best rosters in the NFL. I think they're talented enough to win. Like that season that they tied the Chiefs, and they just like didn't have the tiebreaker, and they were like a 12-4 wild card or some shit. I think they have the potential to do that every season. Like, there's no reason why they shouldn't do that. But they find new ways to lose every single week.
This year could be a slide. You can't let them slide this year? With a whole rookie out of college that's not acclimated to the NFL?
I can let it slide, but they still continue to make those dumb mistakes to lose games. Like, if they were just, like, doing everything right, you know, playing the clock appropriately, making the right choices, and then just not winning, I'd feel better about that.
Are their wins trash, though?
I can't even remember. Probably because they suck. So
they're not, though. I know. They want to get some all right people.
Okay. Well, they've only won 4 games.
Right. But, I mean, it was still like... But you have a whole rookie quarterback, dude.
I don't think Justin Herbert's the problem, is what I'm saying. I actually think he's a bright spot of the football team. I think Anthony Lynn needs to get fired.
You said the offense looks good. So is it the defense? Is it the coach? Is it the coordinators? Is it? But see, that's what you think for every team. Like, and so, like, to me, you start sounding like Paul George a little bit. Like, just blame the coaches for, like, the team sucking, which it's not fair to do.
Well, you could say the special teams coordinator this last week, I guess, because this last week, like, they were able to kick, like, a 20-yard field goal. Like, they were on, like, the 2-yard line, but there was no time left, and they had no timeouts. So they needed to run, like, a Chinese fire drill type situation and, like, move everybody. Like, everyone off, everyone on. Let's kick the field goal. Let's go into the half up. And, like, the players didn't know if they were going to go for it or kick a field goal. So, like, they ended up snapping it with, like, 30 players on the field. And they scored no points, and then time expired. Bro, dude,
I'm gonna be honest. I didn't see that.
And dude, this happens every week. Like, they find like a new way to like fuck everything up. So like, dude, and I'm not exaggerating, dude. It's every single week.
No, I'm gonna ask you right now. Are you exaggerating 30 players on the field?
No, I'm not kidding. Because
there's 30 players, offensive, defense.
They tried to just snap it, and not everybody got off the field. Like.
Oh my!
It's the dumbest shit, bro. It's so stupid. So like, this is what I'm saying, dude.
Bad.
You know what I said? Like the Chargers, like I'm just gonna bet against them every time because like they do the dumbest shit, and like it's been this way for years, bro. Like even when Phillip Rivers was there with Tyrod Taylor, like, I don't care. Like they lose, like dude. Every game they lose, it's like a single score loss. Like and the reason why they lose is because of those they call it situational football. And that's usually like the 2-minute drill, you know, before the half. Like
I'm dead right now.
It's using your challenges, it's using your timeouts, like all those like small like dumbass mistakes, bro. That's what lose you football games. So like more so than previous conversations, I think that's some head coach bullshit. Now because like I was gonna say this, right? You could say that's a special teams coordinator, right? But the head coach chooses if you're gonna go for it or not. So like if that message was not properly.
But does he
distributed?
Because we already talked about this last week that the head dudes be calling shit.
No, not on that.
The
guys up in the booth are the coordinators, so they're either on the field or in the booth. Like,
do you see how this is all confusing? Because last week,
every team is different. Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah, every team.
So now you're confusing me. Like you're making because last week we had this conversation,
kind of
about the top. No, I went and watched the episodes. We definitely
What I'm saying though is that like yes. But not all coordinators go up in the booth. Only some of them do. It's a case-by-case basis.
So for that play, what do you think that call came from? Initially though, before everything broke down.
100% head coach.
So it did not come from upstairs. That came from the head coach.
Yes.
And then the head coach didn't portray the message.
I think he makes the call, and then after that, that's when the special teams coordinator is like, all right, like special teams, like fucking get out there. You know what I mean? But I think that's more on the head coach. So. There could have been like some miscommunication for the message of wanting to kick the field goal
or go for it. right?
Right. But they sent the field goal team out there, so like that's what they wanted to do. But the message wasn't made clear that that's what was going to happen. So there was confusion between like the standard offense being out there or kicking the field goal.
So does that make you think that the booth upstairs was saying go for it, and he was like, let's kick the field
because
goal?
the guy who makes the call is the head coach.
But so how are
like
they so confused?
They have like a 1 or a 2 or like a 4th down. Like they put their hand up and they make the call.
30 players.
Yeah, it was dumb.
So how
they
does
weren't
that
all lined up. They weren't all lined up, though, but they were like trying to get out. Yeah, and then like they were running out of time, so they just hiked it anyways, and then that was it.
See, bro, I will be honest. I would never blame a situation like that on the head coach. There's no way that shit's on the head coach, because the head coach right there on the field has to have a decision that everybody already knows. There's no way they can. Well,
that's also why I was saying it could be the special teams coordinator. Maybe he just didn't do his job.
Shit. Ooh, that's bad.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's bad.
It was embarrassing. Like, if you go back and watch it, it's not good. It's not good.
Bro, I'm not even a football watcher.
Right.
But just even
knowing, it was really bad.
Like that.
Yep. Yeah. So, like that happened, and then they threw the pick with like less than a minute left, and Matt Ryan fucking sucked and came out, handed a win. Dude, the Chargers do what they do every single week. They fucked it up, and they handed him a W on a silver platter. The game was tied. You had 45 seconds with like 2 timeouts. Yeah. All you had to do was just get in the field goal range, drain the clock, run the ball to the fucking hash mark that you want, and win the game. What is Matt Ryan? What does he do? He throws a fucking interception like a piece of shit.
Didn't he not do that earlier in the year?
What?
Where he had a drive that they basically could have chilled on, and he threw it and threw a pick.
I think he's done that a couple times.
This year.
But we've been talking about how much Matt Ryan sucks this whole time. Yeah.
Right. That's why I said don't get rid of the coach. I've always said get rid of Matt
Ryan. Now they might both be gone, if I'm being honest.
Well, so now I think everybody's gone. They're going to blow the whole shit up now.
I think they keep Julio, but I think...
I don't.
You think they try to get assets?
Man, look.
Hey, Green Bay, we want you, bro. Hey, number 1 in the NFC, bro. Hey, you see this? Do it, bro.
Let me tell you this right now. This is the funny part about it all.
Oh, yeah?
I do think Julio will go to a team like that. Like, we're talking about
well, of course.
Like a Green Bay, a New Orleans, or like
maybe the
Seattle. Rams. We're talking about
a team that's got potential. Sure.
But look, I will tell you this right now. I'm done with the NFL if he fucking goes to Kansas City. I'm fucking done. I'm done. I'm telling you this right now, and you know, yeah. Make that face and scratch your head.
Don't say that.
If that shit happens,
don't say that.
I'm done.
You got Travis Kelce. You got Le'Veon Bell. You got Sammy Watkins. You got Mecole Hardman. You got Tyreek Hill. You got Patrick Mahomes. And you had Julio.
Add Julio to that.
Oh my God. Honestly, him going to Seattle's kind of the same thing, though. Like, you got Josh Gordon. You got Tyler Lockett. You got Chris Carson, you got Russell Wilson, and you add Julio Jones.
And I'm telling you right now, the reason why I say this kind of shit, because literally if he left, it's going to be a team like that. The only team that I could say is not that stacked that he maybe go to is maybe the Steelers with Juju. But even then...
And Claypool.
Right, but even then, right, that's still
I don't think he goes there.
No, probably not, because he's gonna go to one of the teams that we just said. What the fuck?
And he could go to Green Bay,
bro.
Dude.
Look, I'm gonna tell you this: all this about to really happen.
Think about what Aaron Rodgers would do with a Julio Jones, bro.
I want to call this right now.
Do it
because it's not my sport.
Do it.
You know,
it's December 14th.
I'll be saying some things. I'll be saying some things early.
Well, we always do.
And
a lot of our calls are right, bro. A lot of our calls are right because we're not fucking retards.
Julio's going to go to a team that does not need him whatsoever at all. And they're going to become overwhelming favorites. And there's going to be no way, no matter what defense you have.
If he goes to Green Bay, I'm going to nut so hard, bro.
I mean, so that would be at least one of the teams that he could go to. And you'd be like, they may win a Super Bowl, but it doesn't put them over the top to just crush everyone. Well, you know what I mean?
There's only 1 or 2 teams like that anytime. Well, I think actually just Kansas City.
No, Kansas City. I think Seattle. I do actually
Seattle's defense is shit though, dude.
But it wouldn't matter because you can't outscore us.
Maybe.
At all.
Maybe.
I think Green Bay is one of those teams that could be in there. the Ravens, like
the Ravens, the Ravens kind of make sense because like they're really talented, but like their receiving core actually kind of sucks. Yeah,
bro.
And if you put Julio in as like the one, and then you got like Hollywood, and then their tight end. That's actually not that bad. And then you got Mark Ingram in the backfield. Like, that kind of makes sense.
You'd have to say there's about 5 teams that he should not go to because it would just make it unfair. Like, and your team is fucking one of those. So, bring your ass to the Eagles, Julio.
No, it's fine. Y'all are going to get Marquise Goodwin back next year. Y'all are going to be fine.
No, we ain't fine. We ain't fucking fine.
Y'all are good, man.
You know what I thought was ironic?
And Jalen Reagor, he's showing out.
I'm like, Jeffrey, you still play with us?
Dude, it's weird. I actually, for a minute, forgot that
he was even there until he caught that fucking touchdown.
And before he got signed to the Eagles, I argued that he was extremely underrated and one of the better receivers in the NFL.
What did I tell you?
Which is crazy.
You know what I told you?
What'd you tell me?
Nobody wants to play with fucking Carson.
You're probably right.
I told you that. I said
more and more as time goes on, it looks like that's the case.
I'm making fucking sense. I said Deshaun didn't want to play with him.
What happened when Jalen Hurts played?
didn't want to play with him.
What happened when Jalen Hurts went in? Now, there are situations like this that popped up before, where like you play like a shit team and then they play amazing. You're like, all right, well they played a shit team. They played the number 1 seed in the NFC.
Bro.
And what happened? Not just the offense. Their defense played their best game of the year.
Until we got all fucking hurt the fuck up.
Well, right. But still, the defense played the best game of the year. Receivers were catching passes. He passed the ball to like 9 different targets or some shit. And he ran for over 100 yards. As a quarterback.
Sure did.
I mean, I guess we can kind of just move into this next topic I was going to have. So it's centered around Jalen, but there's a couple of quarterbacks. So a couple of quarterbacks might be finding new homes next year. We got a few of them, right? Matt Ryan is one of them. He'll get re-signed somewhere. Do you think he's gone? You think they blow up the whole thing? That's what you just said, right?
I think it's all over with.
Where do you think Matt Ryan could go?
Matt Ryan's gonna go to some shit like he's gonna have to fill in a place that there's a quarterback that's already a veteran that may be like getting retirement maybe. So maybe like Chicago, Detroit. Like
Detroit's not
some
bad.
Shit like that.
He would fit in Detroit's system.
He's gonna go to something like that because ain't nobody about to be like, Matt, you didn't do nothing there with Julio.
Right.
All them years.
Let me say these next 2 things first, and we can continue that conversation. So Wentz with Jalen Hurts. Wentz can't stay there and keep getting paid what he's getting paid, and Hurts is better. So I did see a report come out that they think that Wentz could go to the Colts. And the reason why that's an important statement,
I saw that too,
is because Frank Reich is the head coach of the Colts.
Mm-hmm. What does that have to do with anything?
Frank Reich was the offensive coordinator during Carson Wentz's best years. And I've been saying this from the beginning. Doug Peterson doesn't know how to coach Carson Wentz.
He doesn't.
That's why Jalen Hurts is better. That's why he played better with Nick Foles.
Exactly.
I think Doug Peterson and Carson Wentz as a pair is what the problem is. I don't particularly think Wentz is a bad player. I don't particularly think that Doug Peterson's a head coach. But I think them together doesn't work. But
they don't.
But when Carson Wentz was MVP Carson Wentz, that was when Frank Reich was there. And Phillip Rivers might be gone next year. So, like, you could reunite Carson Wentz with his offensive coordinator during his MVP time.
Still ain't gonna do shit.
He's going to have one of the best offensive lines in the NFL.
Still ain't going to do shit.
I'm just saying there's a lot of things that line up that make sense.
I'm going to be mad.
That's all I'm saying.
He will pop off if he leaves the Eagles.
He will.
He's just not fit for the Eagles.
No. Not with Doug Peterson.
Nope.
But Doug Peterson meshes well with Jalen Hurts. So that's something to be excited about.
It looked like it.
And here's the thing, right? If y'all trade away Carson Wentz, you get all that money back. So, like, you got Jalen Hurts on a rookie contract. You already got receivers. Right. Your offensive line is decent. You can invest it. You can invest in your defense. Your running backs are fine.
Man, look.
I'm just saying, like, it opens up a lot of possibilities.
This is what I'm saying. We should have kept Nick.
Yep.
Gave up Carson.
Yep.
I initially said that.
I thought y'all should have done that from the beginning. After he won the Super Bowl, I was like, there you go.
So if you didn't get more validation, Carson Wentz got hurt again after that, and Nick almost took us back to fuck again.
Yep.
Almost did it again.
He did, I remember that.
With the same players that were hurt, Nick, some kind of way, still got into the playoffs and made it to a fucking second round. So why in the fuck? I get it. Carson looks great.
It doesn't work.
But he gets fucking hurt.
Oh, that and it doesn't work.
Like, honestly,
even when he's healthy, it just doesn't work.
Look, I'll put it this way. If Carson never got hurt with us, I'd be more high on Carson. But every single year, when we first got him, he got hurt every year.
Yep.
From scrambling.
Yep.
Learn how to fuck
or
to
holding
slide.
on to the ball for too long, which everyone agrees is his
Dude,
problem.
he does not know how to throw the ball away. He will take like a 10-yard sack before he just fucking throws it away. Dude, you're in the professional league, bro. If I'm sitting on my couch, a basketball fucking player, if I know to throw it away, like, what the fuck are you thinking in your head when you taking those sacks 10, 15 yards behind the fucking line?
Right.
When you're outside to throw it,
Just throw it away. It's not
what
hard.
What are you doing, dude? You're a quarterback. This is some shit you lived and breathed your whole life.
Right. This isn't new shit.
What the fuck, bro?
And if you throw the ball away, you don't get hit either. Don't you want to, like, not get hit? Like, come on now.
Fucking annoying. And it's like, if you don't get hurt that way, then you like to run, and instead of sliding, you like to dive head first.
Right, which is stupid.
Are you fucking serious?
You're only gaining, like, 1 or 2 extra yards. Like, unless it's sort of first down or something, it's not worth it.
Into linebackers that almost weigh double you dumb fuck.
Right.
That like to take heads off. Like, you want to.
Oh, like, you want to just invite them to do that.
You want to lay down
if you dive
politely
head
to
first,
them.
there is no roughing.
There is no fucking roughing.
So, like,
and all they have to
just
do
hit you.
is target you anywhere but your fucking helmet.
Yep. And that's it.
What the fuck, dude?
Yep.
Dumbass. Oh, my God.
One other quarterback to talk about is Dak Prescott. They're saying he could go to San Francisco because it sounds like Garoppolo is out.
Dude, I think that...
and I was like, that makes a lot of sense.
I think Dak needs to go to... He needs to do like a Garrett. And he needs to go to Washington. Because Alex is hurt now. And he could definitely start over Haskins.
It sounded like Alex's injury is not that bad, though. They said it was just like a calf strain or something. Like, it wasn't that big a deal. But he still he had to, like, miss the rest of the game. But it sounds like it doesn't have to do with, like, the previous injury he had. It's just like a muscle thing.
Right.
So they're saying he might be okay. I'd take Alex Smith over Dak Prescott.
Oh, well, I will too, but if he ain't going to be playing, I'll take Dak Prescott over Haskins.
I mean, yeah.
I mean, even
Haskins almost lost that game
ankle.
for them, too. He looked like shit.
Even with a hurt ankle.
Yep.
I mean.
I agree. I guess we should just give an official congrats to Jalen Hurts. Congrats on the dub.
I mean, we have to,
his first
bro.
start.
I mean,
he
it's
looks
his
great.
first start.
And for the first time this season, there's, like, hope in Philly. Like, I'm like, y'all look good.
It was 17-0. We look great.
Yep.
We look great.
Yep.
We look
the
great.
Jets remain completely defeated with a 40-3 loss. I didn't feel like the Seahawks needed to go in on them like that.
I
but
do.
Damian thought that they did.
Definitely. You lost last week. You had to come out this week.
You got to come out and just remind everybody
let y'all know. We took that L last week because we was chilling. But we can do this shit on any of y'all.
Right.
Yeah, that had to happen.
Mike McCarthy has been confirmed to be coming back next season to Dallas, regardless of the terrible season they've had, which I think is the wrong choice, but I'm happy that they made it because I hate the Dallas Cowboys. So I think that's fucking hilarious.
You said Pete?
Huh?
Who?
Mike McCarthy.
Oh,
the head coach.
Well, fuck him. He's not a coach.
Right. Exactly. Right.
He's not a coach. He's a coordinator.
I do have a couple more topics here, but I think we should just get into our picks. So you want to just move on to our picks?
Hit one more. Fuck it. Let's go.
Do you think the Steelers suck?
Nope. Nope.
So they've lost back-to-back games. Yep. Well, this is perfect going into our picks, right?
This is perfect. Yeah, no.
So
nope, they don't suck.
You don't think so?
They don't suck.
So they've lost back-to-back games.
This is what I'll say.
They haven't looked good either. And one of their receiver, Johnson, he's dropped like 9 passes or some shit, like an absurd amount. He has like 26 drops, like in the he has the most in the NFL for the season.
I was watching the game. I saw this little goofy ass. I'm like, bro, throw more to Juju. What the fuck? I know they
why
probably
don't they use him?
Like, why don't you throw the ball to him?
And I think they run the ball too much too. I'm like, everyone knows you can't run the ball at this point. Like, just throw the ball.
Was thrown to like everybody else, and then when they threw to Juju, they scored. And I was like,
weird.
Why don't you just fucking keep throwing to him? This is what I think. Steelers took a little break. just like Seattle did last week. The only difference was I don't think Seattle played a team that was as good as the Bills, in my personal opinion.
You mean Pittsburgh?
Right. No.
Seattle.
I don't think Seattle played a team as good as the Bills, which was Pittsburgh's, which is what Pittsburgh just played.
Right.
So I feel like this was like their bounce back week to do some shit.
Oh, I understand. I see what you're saying. Okay, so you think Pittsburgh's just going to... Oh, yeah, because like the Pittsburgh, they play, I think... Oh, yeah, they play the Bengals this week. They're probably going to shit on them.
That's going to be a get your ass...
That doesn't really answer the question, though. Like, do you think Pittsburgh is vulnerable?
At this point, I kind of do a little bit because their schedule has kind of been weak, to be honest.
And we're about to be going to the playoffs where, like, weak. Those teams are not weak, bro. And they lost the first seed, and let's be honest, they're probably not going to get it back from Kansas City. Like, I'm going to say this.
That shit's over with.
If they went in as the first seed,
that shit's over with.
Pittsburgh could have, I feel like they could have made a run for the Super Bowl. But, like, now they lost the first seed, I'm not so sure.
I still have them in there.
Okay.
Bro, but my factor is who? Who's my factor?
Ben Roethlisberger.
That's it.
Right.
So yep. I mean, what did they look like before Ben came back this year?
Like shit.
We can say weak schedule or not. It doesn't matter. Ben's been here. They're 11-2, dog.
Okay.
That's impressive.
I mean, you have to respect it.
11-2.
It's just that after going 11-0, dropping 2 straight is a little concerning.
You drop one to the Bills, though. That one is not that concerning.
Well, the Bills and the Titans, which are both playoff teams.
Those are both good teams that I would say.
But if you're going to win a Super Bowl, you got to be able to beat those teams too, though.
But let me ask you a question. Are the Titans better and are the Bills better, in your opinion, than the Steelers? To me, yes. Easily. Both them teams
definitely a conversation.
Were good last year.
Yep.
The Steelers, y'all were nowhere. Both of them was in the playoffs heavy too.
Yep.
Like looking like they may be like some.
I mean, the Titans like should have gone to the Super Bowl. I would argue.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I mean, those aren't bad losses if we're gonna be honest. But at the same time,
it is still playoff competition though, which is tough.
But you put yourself in a good position in the regular season.
You're not wrong.
When the playoffs
but they lost the first seed, though.
Make your adjustments and do what you got to do. Right, so you won't be playing like those kind of teams.
No, they're still going to be like the second seed, though.
Right, but you're not going to play a team like that.
Yeah, they'll probably play like the Cardinals.
You know what I'm saying? Like
I mean, they could play Tampa. Oh, wait, no, Tampa's NFC.
I mean, you'll get something that's...
could
kind of be like those teams, but it should be maybe a little less.
So is Arizona. I'm a fucking retard.
Right, but I mean, you get my point.
Yeah,
though. Like
you
overall,
y'all get it.
They drop down. They won't play like a Bills or like a fucking, like they.
No,
won't play
they could play like Miami or like.
Right. Now those would be like scare teams.
That's still good though.
It scares, right?
Yeah.
But it's not like they're not on like the same level of like, you know what I'm saying? A Bills
they
or
could
Tennessee.
Play Cleveland.
So see, even then, I don't put like Cleveland on a Tennessee or a Bills level. Just my personal opinion. I feel like they done got some wins in. But how can you not with the type of fucking squad you have?
It's true.